Okay, tonight I'm going to play with bruschetta. Bruschetta. Dang, I cannot keep from saying it that wrong way. Bruschetta. So my friends tell me, this is all you do. You take the bread, and this is not the torta al testo type of bread. It's just an Umbrian bread, very low salt. You rub the garlic on it. So I've cut the garlic and taken out the little green things that would have turned into a garlic plant had I planted that clove. Then the bread has to be toasted, and in this case I'm going to toast it on the pan, and then you just pour on the oil. And this particular oil actually comes from a friend of mine's grove. He's got 150 trees. I don't even know what 150 olive trees looks like. I'm going to have to go up to his place sometime and let Coco run. We've got some other oil here. It came from in town here. But I think this is definitely got the most tightly controlled pedigree. But yeah, rub the garlic on the bread, toast the bread, pour on the oil, done. Okay, so this is going to be tough. I can't do this with one hand, but I just want to simulate rubbing the garlic on the bread. And I guess I'm just going to do the one side here. I don't know, it's just a little bit of garlic. It's going to come off on there, not very much. And to the pan we go. Okay, so that piece of bread was on one end of the loaf. I trimmed off this little funny piece. The one side's like a little bit dry, because this bread's what? When did I get this? On Saturday? Today's Tuesday. Yeah, we should have eaten more. It's not really completely fresh. So we got it in here on this flat pan, which is normally, which I think is a torta al testo pan. And I'm gonna wait until it gives me some signals that it's getting toasty. And then we're gonna put on the oil, see what we got here. Okay, so I've got no sign that this is doing much yet. I think I'm gonna turn off the heat a little bit. This does seem like the kind of thing that should be done over a little bit of a higher heat. So that's our big burner. And but if I look at the bread, a little bit around the edges there where it can touch the pan. Let's flip it over a little bit. Yeah, I'm starting to smell the garlic. So this is like kind of a garlic bread. This is something that a lot of people grew up with. You know, garlic and of course the butter and the bread and all that. There's 100 ways to make it, but this might be going back to something a little bit more Umbrian, obviously. The low salt bread, rub a little garlic on it, throw it on the fire till it's toasted, and then put some oil on it. That is bruschetta. Okay, we've got a little bit of toasting going on here now. I took this piece, and I think this might have influenced it. I pushed down and, it's hot. Spun it around a little bit to get a little better contact. So I'm kind of thinking a good way to do this might be to press down on the bread so it gets a good contact with the pan. And my pan's certainly hotter now. Let's see how we look on the other side there. Oops, come on there. Oh yeah, that's looking toasty. Okay. Give it a little bit more on the first side and put our oil on. Okay, so that's toasted. It's definitely toasty looking. And a little bit of oil. There's a little bit much oil. It's fine. You wonder why there are places where people live so long. Garlic on unsalted bread with olive oil. That's what's in this food. And the oil is going down into the bread a little bit. I guess that's good. So as soon as that's cool enough, I'm gonna taste it. Okay, that's still nice and warm off the pan, but I can pick it up now. And let's try. That's pretty interesting. That's I I think our tastes may have been corrupted because there's no reason that it's very good, but it's not classically fitting into the way what I'm used to eating from, a life in the United States. It's good. It's very good, but it's not what you're expecting. Yeah, so it's a whole different thing. We're used to a lot of fats and butters and salt and sugar, all that kind of stuff. And sure, plenty of spices and things and other flavors and so forth, but the comforty goodness of comfort foods is not exactly what this is, but it's very good. And obviously it's super, very healthy. It's raw, virgin, extra virgin olive oil from a field owned by a friend, and garlic on Umbrian bread. What could be better?